This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. This segment of the news is brought to you by Silver State Health, bringing quality medical and psychiatric care to Pahrump. Call 775-505-1214 for an appointment.
Thanks for joining us here on News 25. Happy New Year's Eve. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. It's Thursday, December 31st, the last day of 2020.
Well, Nye County commissioners and other local dignitaries gathered this morning to celebrate the groundbreaking for the new animal shelter here in Pahrump.
We've needed this for years, as everybody knows. It's finally time. I've been streamlining and working on this diligently for at least 2 years now. It costs just under $4 million. It's $3,900,000 and some odd thousand. The old shelter, I'm not sure how old it is. It's been here since I've been here, but it's falling apart. It's too small. It's outlived its usefulness, so it's just time to go. Everybody that's been in it knows the condition it's in. It's been talked about for I don't know how many years, but its time has come.
We are so happy, and like John said, it's taken a long time to get here where we are today. And I want to thank John personally for the hard work that he put into this. And it's going to be a great thing for the animals, because the shelter that we're in right now, it's falling apart, and we need this new one.
The new shelter, the way it's designed, number one, to be able to add on to it in the future years, because I believe probably the way Pahrump is growing, unfortunately, in 5 years, we'll probably have to get bigger. It's got a big open area in the back that'll be covered, where you can take the animals outside. There is a veterinary clinic inside, if they decide to ever use that. I mean, we need that. We have the ability to separate the animals. If they're sick or anything, they have separate areas, and obviously there's more kennels than we have today. The whole thing will be cooled, obviously heated also, but everything will be temperature controlled for the animals.
I mean, everything. I'm hoping everything works out and works a lot better than with the shelter that we're in now. The animals will be a little bit more comfortable. It's going to be a nicer place. The cats will have a lot more room, and it'll be great.
Most people are happy for it. There's some people that say it's overpriced. Some people say we don't need it. The animals can't take care of themselves. It's unfortunate that people have animals that they don't take care of. But fact is, it happens. It happens a lot. The shelter we have now is overfull with animals. Someone has to take care of them.
Well, B&H Construction of Henderson is building the new animal shelter to be located at the corner of Sierra Lane and Floyd Street, just down the street from the current shelter. It's expected to be finished in 6 to 8 months. Koenig says that the old shelter will likely be demolished.
And the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine are making their way into Nye County. Director of Emergency Management, Scott Lewis, explains how it's all being distributed.
Nye County has received vaccines that we're currently under Tier 1, which is a series of sub-tiers under Tier 1, which includes our healthcare workers, our emergency responders, and those that provide healthcare services to our community. And so under Tier 1, the first group to receive vaccinations was Desert View Hospital. They did that internally. Since then, we've been able to encourage some vaccinations through DEM and the county health nurse. And we've distributed and vaccinated numerous people over the past several days, including our emergency responders, medical providers, doctors' offices, and also our emergency responders such as fire and EMS. And that's been conducted thus far in Beatty, Amargosa, and Pahrump. We have additional that are tentatively scheduled and set to go. We'll be doing those over until we complete Tier 1, and then we will move to Tier 2. The tiers are established by the state, and we have many community partners that have been assisting us in getting these endeavors accomplished so successfully. And that includes Immunize Nevada, the state, the county health nurse, our DEM staff, Pahrump Valley Fire Rescue staff, and also the sheriff's office. All have been working collaboratively together to make sure it's a successful process, that it's safe, and that if anyone does have an adverse reaction, there's emergency responders present to help. This particular product that we're using has a 2-phase to it, so within 30 days, it usually is about in the 20 to 24 day period, there will be a second vaccination. We're working diligently to try and make sure our community is safer, and there's a lot of people working behind the scenes to make sure that happens.
All right, don't grab that remote. No more COVID-19 news and updates when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, millions of Americans have been impacted by COVID-19, and nearly 300,000 have died from complications linked to the disease. Christmas weekend, a Pahrump man made a moving tribute to the lives lost right here in Nye County.
To date, more than 40 people have died from COVID-19 in Nye County, and a Pahrump man wanted to honor and remember the lives lost in our community. Ryan Muccio says sadly there are empty seats at this year's holiday gatherings, so he organized and put together a display at Petrick Park. The display included 39 chairs, each with a luminary to represent a community member lost to COVID-19. Muccio says many of the victims who've died were nursing home residents with no family in the immediate area. Through Facebook, Muccio encouraged friends and family members of the deceased to leave a personal note of remembrance on an empty chair. The names of those who've died from COVID-19 are not released publicly. The chairs were removed Saturday afternoon.
Now here's your Medical Minute with the COO of Spring Mountain Medical.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical, healthcare the way you've always imagined it.
Hi, my name is Levi, and I'm the Chief Operations Officer for Spring Mountain Medical. We hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and we wish you a happy and prosperous new year. As we are still in the middle of a global pandemic that has provided much uncertainty and added stress for us all, it is more important than ever to focus on your health and well-being. As a reminder, Spring Mountain Medical provides for a number of healthcare services, including primary care with Dr. Robertson, Marquita and Jill, physical medicine and chiropractic care with Dr. Taylor, Dr. Griffith, Dr. Steckel, Dr. Lewis, Dr. Rubin, and Dr. Plant, motor vehicle accident care and recovery, and coming in March, we are excited to offer the much-needed behavioral health services. Spring Mountain Medical truly is healthcare the way you've always imagined it. Same or next day appointments, friendly and attentive staff, world-class facility, and caring providers who run on time and keep the focus on you, the patient. We accept most insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare. Call us today at 775-727-8900 and experience what sets us apart. Happy New Year, stay healthy, stay safe, and thank you. This has been your Medical Minute.
And Happy New Year, Levi. Well, if you're considering the adoption of a local shelter pet for the new year, there are dozens of cats and dogs available right here in Pahrump. And today's Save a Pet, Darby O'Donnell introduces us to Jace.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Jace. Jace is a 2-year-old yellow lab mix. Jace was an owner surrender because he went and he had a fight in the home with another dog. They said that he became possessive over things. So Jace is a good family dog. He would definitely need someone who actually understands dog training and knows that you cannot go and let him claim things in the house and be possessive over things. So he needs someone who has strong training skills, probably a lot of attention and also time to go and exercise him properly. He is a little bit shy at first, so he's definitely a dog you want to come out to the yard, spend a minimum of 15 minutes with so he can go and open up and get to know you a little bit before showing his little personality. If you want to come and see Jace or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, please give him a call ahead of time to make an appointment. 775-751-7020, or you can always reach them on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
Thanks so
Darby.
much.
Yes. And we're taking a look back at 2020 in our year in review when KPVM News returns.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by Canyon Ridge Periodontics. Give them a call at 702-966-0302.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our year in review, where we're taking a look back at a combination of local and national stories that impacted us throughout 2020. And for those of you listening on Ace Country Radio, you can go back and watch this video that's been carefully crafted for you on our Facebook page. You can tune into our YouTube broadcast, or you can simply tune in to News 25 on television. Let's take a look back, shall we?
Hi, it's John Kohler from KPVM Weather. We're on location here just on Highway 160 outside of Phantom Fireworks. A great place to pick up your fireworks and your fireworks permit for the fireworks launch site. Of course, it's open tonight until midnight since it's New Year's, and you can go and observe, or you can go out and blow some stuff up, but you got to get the permit for it. It's at the corner of Game Bird and Fox, and what a place to be tonight for New Year's. Now, there's extra police patrols out as they're, will be on these big holiday weekends. So, mind your P's and Q's. Just assume the worst from the other guy and just really watch it tonight. Be careful and enjoy your fireworks. Oh boy, what fun. We'll be telling you about the weather and everything you can expect non-fireworks related when we return.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500. News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. How are you on this New Year's Eve in Fernley? Are you getting ready to fire it up and get going on some New Year's stuff? Oh, yeah, baby. 43 degrees was the high in Fernley today. 20 is the low tonight, and that'll feel okay. What are you going to carry after about midnight? Woohoo! New Year's, 45 degrees in Fallon, 16 for a low tonight in Carson City. It got as much as 43 degrees, and it'll get down skinny to 21 degrees tonight. In Tonopah, 36 degrees. Oh, I heard it's something about Tonopah today. 14 for a low today. Said there's good fishing someplace, kind of a fishing hole. I got my fishing tie on today. It's on my mind. Goldfield, you're looking at 39 degrees for a high today. 16 for a low. And Beatty, 53 degrees. You also got a good fishing hole in Beatty. 31 for a low. Amargosa, you're seeing 59 degrees for your high today. 34 for a low. And in Las Vegas, 54 degrees for a high. 41 for a low. Not too bad. Nothing's going to freeze there. Death Valley got all the way up to 69 degrees, and that's winter chicken dinner for the high mark around the state. 44 for a low tonight. Here in the Paradise, 51 degrees is our current temperature. 56 was as high as it got today, and that wind was whipping a little bit out of the north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. Bunch of humidity this morning, 31%. We'll see that increasing as we head on into the evening. Sun rose this morning at 6:55 a.m., set this evening about 4:39. I heard a report about some rain out by the bridge. Low of 34 degrees tonight, and the winds will continue to buffet us a little bit out of the north for 12 miles per hour, and the humidity will be increasing. So let's take a look at what that does for the week. Well, tomorrow, that wind's going to just blow those clouds on out of here, and we'll see a high of about 56 degrees. And then Saturday, also a nice clear day. Sunday, clouds returning a little bit, and on Monday, clouds coming in and winds blowing them out until Tuesday morning. We'll have some sunshine and a lot more wind on Tuesday, but clear skies, and that'll be great. Winds calming down, clouds returning. It's kind of a mixed bag, hit and miss for clouds and wind, but we'll let you know how it all develops as it goes on and into the new year. Sure have appreciated the opportunity to be here and be your weatherman for the last year, and looking forward to the next year. All right, back to the desk. Here's Unette and Deanna.
Thanks so much, John. And John's going to be performing tonight for New Year's Eve at Sullivan's there on Mesquite Avenue, so everybody should go see him. He's going to have a great time. And lots of bands, lots of things to do this evening. So, visit one of your local places here and be safe. Of course, if you need a taxi, Integrity Taxi is available. And of course, the Nye County Sheriff's Office always helps. If you can't drive, please don't drive drunk, and please be safe. We are wishing you the very best for 2021. Tommy's here to say goodbye. He wants to say goodbye to the year as well. And so that's going to wrap up 2020. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. And from all of us here at Ace Country and KPVM News, thank you for sticking with us throughout 2020. And there's so much more to look forward to in 2021.
There is. Good night.
Good night.